hopefully I don't run into any issues here. I know the other day I did a live stream on YouTube and something happened where it did not actually even pull up the screen for YouTube. So I didn't even really know if I was actually live on YouTube or not. So looks like everything is set here. Okay, great. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, okay. And what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to put first off in the chat, because this is something where, as a special thank you from me to you for taking the time to watch this presentation, I wanted to give you an opportunity to enter into our weekly drawing, which this we have a $50 cash prize, and then also an opportunity to enter into the monthly drawing, which is something that I have a nice collectible from this company that I'm going to be sharing here with you this evening. That's something that you can actually be put into the drawing for that. So all you have to do to qualify for that drawing is go ahead and send me an email to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and just give me your biggest takeaway from the presentation, what you liked about it, what was the information, something that you resonated with, did you have an aha moment? Because like when this was shared with me the very first time, I was like, this is something I've got to share with everybody because it had such great information. And it's something that I was not aware of. I mean, I knew the importance of that I should save in the form of silver and gold, but I wasn't sure how to go about doing it. And that's the most key important part of what I'm sharing with everyone here tonight, is the fact that this is going to give you some ideas and some insight as to what you should know. And it's something that's not taught in the schools today. Growing up, I wasn't taught this. I know my sons had, my youngest son just graduated high school, and this was never taught to him as well. So this is something that's got some great information. So I want to go ahead and share that with everybody. So real quick, I'm going to put my email address here in the chat. And this will also give you a way for you to reach out to me directly. This is something that I know I've been on a lot of presentations where you're on there and sometimes they kind of fool you where you have to actually buy into something to actually ask another question. Well, in this case here, if you have any questions after the presentation, you can email me at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And then I also want to put on here, because I said I'm sharing this opportunity with you where you can actually not only learn about saving in the form of silver and gold, but also I'm going to share with you really a sweet opportunity where you can actually earn passively while you're sharing this opportunity with other people. And this is something, so I'm going to put in the income disclosure statement here, right here in the chat. Okay, so it's got, if you go, the income disclosures that, if you click this link here, it will actually take you directly to that, okay? Because like anything that you do online, there's no guarantee that you can earn passively from it. But this is something that I'm going to share with you in the presentation, how you can and what I can do to, from my end to help take it a step further to help you have a little additional success, at least where I can help you from my perspective. And we'll go from there, okay? So without further ado, what I want to go ahead and do here is let us go ahead and start this presentation. I want to share a short PowerPoint with you. I do have a short video during the presentation that is very critical into the messages and what I wanted to share with everybody here today. So it's got some really good insight, and let's go ahead and get that pulled up here. And we will get going here. All right. Okay, excellent. Custom. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so tonight we're going to be discussing the most overlooked and simple technique to building wealth and growing your income starting today. And we're going to share with you how to preserve wealth and have a more secure financial future. And what we're going to be discussing this evening is how to start saving in the form of silver and gold today. This is a great opportunity. Like I said, this is something that you should actually consider doing for yourself, or something for somebody who's on your Christmas list. Like I said, this is a great Christmas gift idea, and this is something that everybody can benefit. It's something where the general knowledge, people have this, I guess, this misconception that you have to have X amount of dollars to be able to save in the form of silver and gold, that you have to, spend 10,000 or a couple thousand or something at once to make a difference. But what I'm going to share with you here this evening is that's like I said, it's a misconception, because you can do it incrementally, little bit by little bit each month. And that's what's really nice about what I'm sharing with everybody here this evening is I had no idea something like this even existed until it was shared with me. So, and like I've said in previous presentations, is what do you do? If somebody shares something with you or shares with you how to go about doing it, what do you do? If you don't know how to do something, you just don't do it. So you just keep continually doing what you're currently doing. In this case here, everybody should focus on trying to save something like X amount per month. And what I'm going to share with you here this evening is like what I've considered it this before, is something like your own personal 401k in the form of silver and gold. Okay. It's something that you control how much and how often you do it. So it's something that is really a great opportunity for you, and it's a great opportunity for your family and friends. So please definitely share this with them. If you get some great insight from this presentation, definitely pass it on to them. And I'm looking forward to hopefully talking with each and every one of you, one-on-one direct. Okay, so what are the form of saving, or what are the benefits of saving in the form of gold and silver? We're going to be talking about precious metals tonight, and how to save, who you can trust. How do you know if you're getting a good deal? There's a lot of opportunities and companies out there that offer people the opportunity to purchase silver and gold, but it's also at the same time, what to look for in different companies, and as far as what makes them stand out above the other companies. Okay, and most importantly too is, what do you do, or how can you actually, like I say, an emergency came up and you needed to liquidate that gold or silver or something that you purchased or saved in or whatever. And in this case here, I'm going to share with you how you can do that. Okay, this is something that's very important, because it's great to have precious metals, silver and gold, but at the same time too, what do you do if something comes up and you need to actually, utilize your savings? Okay, so I'm going to share how to do that. How can you afford to purchase gold and silver even if you're on a tight budget? Now, this is something that I highly encourage everybody to take a look at, because even if you're making minimum wage or like $15,000 a year or $150,000 a year, this is something that you can do. And it's something, like I said before, you can control how much and how often you do it yourself. You don't have to pay anybody to do it for you. You can do it. This is something that you completely control yourself. So it's something that's, I'll be sharing a couple of points on that during the presentation. And also I'll be sharing with you, can gold and silver really build true generational wealth? Well, everybody knows that the wealthy families, the generational wealthy families, they're that way for a reason. Okay. And there's one of the key factors that all the generationally wealthy families have, is that they all, in some shape or form, save in the form of silver and gold. And this is something that they started doing years ago, and they pass it along generation to generation. So like if you're from a family that's never done that, you don't know how to go about doing it. You probably might be watching this presentation and say, yeah, my mom or my dad or my grandparents talked about this, and I've been doing this for years. And that's excellent. I would love to hear from you, and what you guys been doing over the years to save in the form of silver and gold, or other precious metals. But in this case here, if your family is not accustomed to doing that, you're not sure how to go about doing it, because the school system doesn't teach you how to do it either. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with you some more information on that today. I'm also going to share with you what your financial institutions and your financial advisors are not sharing with you, and what they do not want you to know. And I'm also going to share with you how you can start today. So like even this evening, right after this call, you can start saving for your future in the form of gold and silver. And then also, like I said, I have a really special opportunity with everybody. So if you're located in one of these 7 countries, the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, UK, New Zealand, and Singapore, if you're in one of those 7 countries, I have an opportunity with you, and that's why I put the income disclosure statement in the chat. And I also have it below the video here on the YouTube channel, is that, you can actually, while you're saving, and like even if you get this as a gift, you can earn passively in the process. Okay, so it's kind of like a cherry on top. It's something that you don't have to do. It's just an added benefit if you do want to do it. Okay, it's not required. It's not mandatory. It's just kind of, like I said, it's a little extra cherry on top. Okay, so moving right along, who is this for? It's for anyone who understands the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold, but they're not sure how to go about doing it. It's for those who are looking for their options to save and control how much and how often they save. But at the same time, like I said, you don't have to pay somebody to do this for you. It's something that you can control yourself. It's just step-by-step process. It's really easy to do. It's also for those who have a job that don't have a 401k. So if you're a business owner on here, a small business owner, this is something that you might want to consider to share with your employees, because this is a great opportunity for them to, a lot of bigger companies out there, like say I worked for even Target. Okay, in the past I'd worked for Target, and they offer a 401k, but yet still, even with them, you had to be there. He had to work, I think it was 1,000 hours before you qualified to be able to get into the 401k. So some companies have stipulations too as to when you can get into it. But in other cases, like if you do work for a company that does have a 401k, I highly encourage you to take advantage of that, because with that, X amount of dollars come out of your paycheck every single week or every other week whenever you get paid. And that money's working for you behind the scenes. It's growing for you depending on how you have diversified or whatever. But it works for you behind the scenes. Okay. In this case here, with what I'm sharing with you here this evening, I'd like to consider it the same type of thing where you're saving for your future in the form of silver and gold. Okay. And then in this case here, it's something that's actual tangible, something that you can actually hold. So not only are you saving, but you physically have something, in your hand at the same time. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. It's also for those who are looking for money for college. Okay, like if you have a son or a daughter or grandkids and you're looking for some additional way to kind of start putting something on the side to help them off down the road, I highly encourage you to take a look at this, because even for me, when this was introduced to me back in December of last year, my youngest son was just graduating high school. And I thought this is a perfect opportunity for me to start saving in another form to help him pay for his schooling. And ideally, it would have been great if I was aware of this like 4 or 5 years ago. It would be excellent, but such it wasn't the case. But anyways, that's another option you have. Okay, is a way for you to save for college. It's also for those who are looking to make an additional income, or someone who's looking to put away some money on the side, or in the form of silver and gold, and build a nice little nest egg with that as well. Okay, so, and it's like I said, this is something that's not taught in the formal education system. So like this next part here, I want to share a short video with you. And even if you have your son or, your friends or your family, watch this part of the video. I highly encourage you to do that in this presentation. Even you skip forward to this part of the video, at least watch this video, because I'm going to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He's one of the co-founders of this company called 7K. I'm not sure if you heard of them or not, but I will go a little bit more into detail about them when the presentation's over. But he has a really, really nice presentation where he goes through the value of the US dollar, why it's declined over the years, and whether you're from another country watching this, everybody knows that pretty much globally everything is based around what the US dollar is doing. Everything kind of is used that as a reference point or whatever. And so in this case here, he shares in the presentation what the value of the US dollar has done over the course of years, but then also he shows you what precious metals has done over the course of years, and why even, going back to, going back to decades, half a century ago, what has happened in the course of time, and why it's something to at least consider for your future moving forward. Okay. And like I said, to me, this is like a phenomenal Christmas gift. Actually, there's a couple people that don't know it, but that's what they're getting for Christmas from me. So, so this is something to keep in mind. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this presentation. Just go ahead and watch this, and I'll be back on afterwards to share a little bit more information for you. But real quick, to qualify for the drawing, again, this is from me to you. It has nothing to do with 7K or with the information I'm sharing here with you tonight. This is just my way of thanking you for taking your time today and spending it with me to watch this presentation. So just send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org and let me know your biggest takeaway from the presentation, and that'll qualify you for both the weekly and monthly drawing. Okay, so without further ado, here comes Zach, and he's going to share this little presentation with you. So I'll be watching along with you. So I'll make sure, I have to duck out real quick to make sure everything's working on YouTube, but I will go ahead and be here watching it with you, okay? So enjoy the presentation.
Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. If you look at this chart, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and you'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, the dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home costs 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? But check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce would buy you a movie ticket. And in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 into the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. The question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities, but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here are some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning, and we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting, and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now, here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Auto Saver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Auto Saver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection, MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K label MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State Series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member-to-member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time gold and silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Save where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare program. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with us: the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a 1-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in the mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, so Zach did a really nice job of kind of going over the presentation there and showing you, what the U.S. dollar has done over the course of time, but then also what precious metals has done. And this is the income disclosure. Like if you clicked on that link that's in the chat, this is what's going to show you. Okay, so it just kind of goes you over some of the numbers that are there. But what I wanted to share with you here, there we go. But like when I watched this presentation the very first time, that I had the aha moments I had were like when he showed the value of silver going back to 1965. That was a really nice example. So we're talking, like just over 50 years ago is when he's given that as an example. What silver has done over the course of time there, where like back in 1965, if you had one ounce silver coin, it was worth $1. It's equivalent to worth the face value of $1. But back in 1965, if you had 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you could walk into a Ford dealer and buy a brand new Ford Mustang. But if you took the $2,500 in the paper money or fiat currency and walked into a Ford dealer today, you're looking at a down payment on a car and another 4 to 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had the same 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, if you walked into a Ford dealer today with those 2,500 1-ounce silver coins, you'd be able to walk out with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs. So it's like a huge difference in as far as the purchasing power of silver versus the dollar. But then when he shared the example of gold, back in 1965, putting $10,000 into a house, which that would be a good investment, sound investment because you're saving in your having a home for your family and everything. But the value of that $10,000 in a home versus 1965 to now is you're looking at an increase of like a profit or a gain of $85,000, which is still a nice return. But if you would have put that $10,000 into gold back in 1965, you're looking at over $528,000 in value. So that's like $500,000 versus the $85,000. So it's like a huge. It was very, very eye-opening for me, and I hopefully it was for you as well. But it just shows you the power of precious metals. And it's something that's overlooked. It's something that's not taught in schools, like what I mentioned here before. But also, it's something like you think about it, even from the standpoint of silver and gold has always maintained its value. You go back even back to the biblical times. I mean, as far as like especially with Christmas here upon us, what did one of the wise men bring to infant Jesus? He brought him gold, because even back then, gold had its significance as having a value. Okay, and it's always maintained its purchasing value. Like if you walked up to somebody and said, "Here's a gold bar," or "Can I buy something with a gold bar?" or whatever, they're kind of look at you like you're nuts, but they're really like, "Sure, heck yeah, I would do that." So it's just something to think about. It's always maintained its value. So what I wanted to do here real quick, because you may not be familiar with 7K. I mean, I know for me, I was not when I first was introduced to them, but it's like, I encourage everybody to do your due diligence and, go ahead and check them out. Okay. I pulled this up from the Better Business Bureau when I did this screenshot here. It does show you some information, some good information about 7K. And at the time I did this screenshot, they had 40 customer reviews, and out of those 40, they had a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, which is excellent. They had an A+ Better Business Bureau credit, the rating here. But what I think is the key thing when you look at any company at the Better Business Bureau is how many customer complaints were filed, formal complaints where people like, "Hey, this company does this, and this, or whatever." In this case here, they have a total of 0. And that speaks volumes for the type of company they are, because here they're working in the field of precious metals and sharing that with the opportunity for people to buy that and save in the form of precious metals. So it's really good to know that they have 0 customer complaints, and they do have a physical location. A lot of times you'll see presentations or people talk to you about stuff online, and there's no physical location. It's all virtual. Okay, but in this case here, they're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So if you were in that city, you could actually walk into their front door. They have normal business operating hours. They also have a fantastic support team. So if you had questions or whatever after their business hours, you can get in touch with somebody there. And then also, like a couple times I've had to contact their support because I had questions about, stuff that I was wanting to know information on. And usually 9 times out of 10, they've always had the answer just like that. But there were 2 cases where they had to forward my question to somebody else. And then in one case, I got an email very first thing the next morning with the answer. And in the other case, I had someone from their customer service department call me the next morning and say, okay, here, Rick, this is what's going on. So their customer service is excellent. I cannot speak highly enough about their customer service. So that's something that's important too, because you want to know that, if you have questions, is there going to be somebody there to answer you? A lot of times you have opportunities online or places that you do things online, and you're limited. You can't physically talk to somebody. They have their phone number. You can call them direct and ask them. They have their website. They have their support. There's multiple ways to get in touch with them. So that's some good important information to know. And then also the founders of 7K are actually Zach Davis, who did that presentation. There's Roger Ball, Josh Anderson, and Richard Hansen. And if in part of the presentation, Zach mentioned about one of the founders creating a $2 billion company. And if the name Roger Ball looks familiar to you, that's who he's referring to. He's one of the founders. He's the founder of a company called Melaleuca. And here in the United States, they're a highly successful business, still going strong. And they've been in business for over 2 decades. And they really are a top-notch company. So that just shows you about the quality of people that came together and created 7K. And what, they wanted to come up with an idea of how they could share the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold. And, what's a way that they could do that, bring that to people at the same time that they created their autosaver. So that's, like I said before, this is my personal opinion. I think it's like your own form of a 401k in the form of silver and gold. And in this case here, where you can save once a month, do an autosaver. There's some people who have like multiple, a couple accounts or whatever, but there's some people that actually have 2 different autosavers where, they go with the basic for the Silver Eagle, or they go with like one of the packages for the gold. So there's different options. So you can actually pick a day and, once a month, that will, you can have money in your sound money wallet, and you just have the money there. And then when your autosaver comes up, it'll deduct the amount from your sound money wallet and they'll ship the coin to you. Or else there's different ways. Certain coins in that are eligible for the sound money vault. You just depending on which one you would like to go with. But like one of the key things that I found out while doing some additional research, because 7K offers not only the way for you to save in the form of silver and gold and earn passively, which is a nice cherry on top, like I said, but also they do have some in-depth training where it actually takes you even a step further as to the whys and hows and what types of gold and silver are different precious metals that you should save in the form of, depending on what your long-term goals are. Okay, like in this case here, so there's a lot of information there. But one of the things that during the training is like, one of the experts that they talked to in the training, he says, having silver and gold, whether you're dealing with it, on the stock market or something, or doing with shares with that, is okay. Yeah, has value, but when you physically own it, when it's physically in your hand, that is even more value because nobody can take it away from you. Like if the stock market crashes or something like that, or something happens with one of the companies or whatever, you don't physically have that gold in your hand. You have a piece of paper that says, okay, you have this much in gold or silver or whatever, but you don't physically have it. So there's a little bit of an added benefit to when you can actually have it in your hand and actually have your savings or your investment in your hands. Okay. So real quick to kind of go over, and then I'll share the opportunity that I wanted to share with you here this evening. They're talking about the coin collecting, okay, or the graded silver American Eagle, and the $10 million mistake. I mean, think about that. If you would have collected one of these, this is a 1 ounce silver dollar. Okay, it's the U.S. State Series. Like right now with the basic autosaver, they have the American Silver Eagle, and it's the State Series. So they have a special label here up at the top, and this one here is actually for Utah. This is like my favorite example one for these presentations. But with it, it's got the grade MS70, which is kind of hard to see here, but it's got grade MS70, and it's got a serial number and a barcode. So everything is tracked. So everything, when something is graded, they send it to this company called NGC. It's a Numismatic Grading Corporation. They're one of the 2 top grading companies in the world. And when you have something that's an MS70 Silver Eagle, that's a perfectly graded coin. So if you went with the basic autosaver and you got the MS Silver Eagle, it's very impressive actually. You would get a perfectly graded coin. And why is that important? Okay, well, it's important because if you buy raw silver coins, okay, that's great to do as well. But like when you go to a dealer or like a coin shop or one of those places that does the silver and gold or whatever, you're going to get value for what you saved in, but you're not going to get, odds are you're not going to get exactly what you paid for it. Okay. In this case here, if you have an MS-70 perfectly graded coin, not only does it maintain its value, but it goes up. Okay. And there's a way with these serial numbers and barcodes, you can, track your coin online and see the exact value of it. And it actually, like if you put in that barcode or the serial number, it'll tell you exactly what you have. Okay. And with an NGC graded coin, it comes in this hard plastic container, and you don't want to ever take it out of there because this is in perfect condition. An MS-70 coin means that it's perfect. There's no other higher grade than an MS-70. So you want to keep it perfect. But in this case here, if you went to a coin shop and you said, okay, I want to sell you this MS-70 coin, they're gonna scratch their like first, they're like, why you want to sell it? But then they're like, okay, they know that you're gonna want top dollar for it because they know that there's no better grade than this coin. Okay, so it's gonna maintain its value. Okay, but then also something to keep in mind too, in order to have a coin graded. Okay, first with NGC or any type of grading company out there, whether it's for coins or sports cards or whatever, you have to pay a membership fee. Okay, for NGC, theirs is actually pretty low. It's actually $25 for the membership fee. But to have them grade one coin, it would cost you $35 just to grade the coin. So that's not even the value of the coin. So right there, you're already at 35 and 25. You're already at $60. Okay, then you have the cost of the coin, which depending if you don't, if you get it through like a dealer or someplace or a fourth party or third or fourth party, you're going to probably pay another $30 to $35 depending on the company or whatever. So right there, you're already at $90, $95, and you don't even know if the coin's going to be perfectly graded. 7K takes care of that worry for you. With the basic autosaver, they're giving you a perfectly graded coin. Well, not giving you, you're buying a perfectly graded coin every single month. And so like in this case here, he had the $1.2 million mistake. So he was showing that if you would have bought one of these every month since they came out in 1986, you would have spent roughly between $40,000 to $50,000 over the course of that time. But that collection today is worth over $1.2 million. That is one hell of a return on a savings and an investment. And at the time, if you could turn back the clock and go back to then, it's kind of weird because that was actually the year I graduated high school was 86. But if I would have known that then, I would probably be giving you this presentation from some yacht out in the Caribbean or something, because if I would have been able to put one of those away, buy one of those every single month since then, that's a heck of a return. Like in this case here with the MS-70 State Series, that's what right now my son and I are trying to do is we're trying to put together the complete 50 state series. Okay, so like if you're a coin collector and you're into collecting or anything, if you have a complete set of something and it's all like there's 50 states in the United States. So if our goal is to have all 50 states and then have all 50, be the MS-70, which is what they're sending in the autosaver program. So that's just something to keep in mind. So it may not be worth 1.2 million, but it's still going to be really nice having the complete 50 United States series coins. So that's something just to keep in mind. Okay. So, and there's different options to choose. I mean, there's three different, there's the basic, whoops. So you want, hang on a minute here. I'm trying to zip forward to this. Here we go. There's the basic, the variety, and the specialty. Okay. So there's three different choices you have. But what I want to do here is the opportunity I want to share with you. Okay. Now, if you're interested in sharing the opportunity with other people and earning passively in the process, like again, I've got the income disclosure in the chat. Make sure you click on that. I also have it below the video when this is finished up, and I have it posted on YouTube. But there's no guarantee that you can earn passively, but there's a chance that, what I want to offer you today is to work together as a team. Now, it's not my team. It's not your team. It's our team. And what I would like to do is, share the opportunity for me to help you qualify in order to earn passively. Okay. Now, if you're interested in giving this as a Christmas gift, which like I said, this is a phenomenal Christmas gift idea. And actually I wish somebody would have given it to me as a Christmas gift, but this is something where you can create your membership and just not worry about earning passive. That's the bonus or the cherry on top of the earning passively, that's totally up to you if you want to do that. There's no pressure or whatever. And even creating your membership with 7K. My point right now in this presentation is I wanted to share with you the opportunity or what you should know. Everybody should know general information about saving in the form of silver and gold. Okay. So whether it's something you take advantage of, or like I said, this is something where, you can do it incrementally month by month. You control how often and how much you save. But in this case here, to benefit from the compensation plan, you would want to make sure that you're doing the monthly auto saver, because that'll keep you active and that'll keep the points active and everything like that on your team or on our team. So in this case here, if you want to just create your membership and you don't want to worry about earning passively, just go ahead and go to this link here, this www.7kmetals.com/Rick F. And on that video, on that link, that's actually your own personal website that you get when you become a member. So like in this case here, this is the website that is created with once I created my membership and this is my affiliate ID, the Rick F. I can share that, and it's actually a version of 7K's very own website, but it's personalized to you. So anytime somebody goes to your website or makes a purchase from it or whatever, you get credited for that. Or if they created a membership from your website, you get credit for that. And those points will go into your downline. Okay. But if you just wanted to create your membership, you can go there. There's 3 short videos on that homepage, and just like a 10,000-foot overview of what I'm sharing with you here this evening. And you can watch those too. And then just click on the it sounds good, I'm ready. I think it's a blue button below those that you click on, and that'll actually take you into the step-by-step part of creating your membership. Okay. So if you have any questions with that, let me know. But if you're wanting to work together as a team, what I would like you to do is to send me an email. And it's the same email you can use to qualify for the drawing. It's that rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. Once I get in, when you send me your email, send me your phone number as well, like for texting. Okay. I'm not going to call you unless you want me to specifically call you directly, then I would go ahead and call you. But in this case here, it's just to give us another opportunity to connect or communicate with each other. Okay. Because say if you're sharing this opportunity with someone, you have questions or whatever, and you're like, shoot, I don't know this answer. So, yeah, I mean, if you're unable to look it up online, because 7K's back office and their training is phenomenal, it pretty much answers a lot of questions that you might have. But if you want something instantaneously and you weren't sure where to look, you could contact me, and I will do my best to help you out as well. But also, once you send me your email, and what I will do is send do it to your best email. I will send you a link, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's not even my own link. It's somebody that's on our team that, and I will send you that link, and I'll also include my phone number. That way you have a way to text me. So it's not just where I'm getting your number, and I'm not ever going to call you unless you ask me to. Okay. So like in this case here, I will send you my link, send you a link, and then also my phone number. So you have a way of reaching out to me for texting purposes. Okay. And so once you get that link, and like I said, this is going to be from another member on our team, go ahead and create your membership right away. And as soon as you create it, send me your username. Like in this case here, mine's Rick F. So whatever your username might be, like I usually tell people to try and do something, keep it professional or short, or something to maintain the integrity of 7K, because they really are an outstanding company, and I'm really, really grateful that I had the opportunity shared with me. To me, it has been life-changing. I'm coming up on my year anniversary with them now, and I'm definitely going to be renewing my membership, because everything from day one, it's just they are a very impressive company. And like I said, this, I'm not trying to sell you on them. Just it's an opportunity for something for you to look at. Like if you aren't even interested in working with 7K or me or whatever, that's fine. At least you have the information from the video, and then the importance of saving in the form of precious metals and stuff to look for if you do go with another company. Okay, do they have a buyback program or something like that? Now 7K does. And, because like everything that, like I said, everything comes with a barcode and serial number. Everything they ship comes via FedEx. So everything is tracked from the minute it leaves their warehouse to coming to you. And so they know which coins you have based on the tracking and everything. So like if you ever wanted to sell your coins back to 7K, say like you were physically having them shipped to you and wanted to send them back to sell them back to 7K, you would contact their support. They would email you a form. You go and fill out the form, then you FedEx it back to 7K. once they get the coins or whatever you have, whether it's gold or silver, or even they do have bars and bullions and jewelry and stuff too. If you fill out the form, you send it back to them. Once they get it, they'll inspect it. Everything looks good. Then the current value of the silver or gold that day, based on the type of coin or grading or whatever it is too, they will say, okay, this is what we'll pay you for it. So they do offer their own buyback program, but then there's also something that you can do too, is besides going to a silver and gold place to liquidate it or a coin shop, there's something that's called stack and sell. It's something that's relatively new. They came out with this year. So there's like tens of thousands of people that are members of 7K. And stack and sell is a way for you to register your coin collection online. Okay, so this is a way, like say if you wanted to sell it or whatever, you just want to track it. Each one comes with a barcode. So you would scan the barcode with this app, and it'll actually import that information into your account. So say you're doing this, you're in stack and sell, and you've been saving for a year or two or whatever, and an emergency comes up and you wanted to sell some of those coins or whatever, depending on what it was, you could actually put that up for sale on stack and sell. And there's other members, like I said, there's tens of thousands of members, and there's always members that are looking for specific coins they want to complete their collection or something they may have missed out on, and you can actually sell it to them there too. Okay, so there's different options. So you have stack and sell, you have 7K, you have a silver and gold place, so you have coin collecting. So there are different options to liquidate if you ever run into an emergency situation. Okay, so if you do that, if you want to go and send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org with your phone number. And what I'm going to do is, I will say this too, I'm trying for our team, I have a special membership, not a membership, a special little package that I'm putting together for our team members. Okay, and it's something that if you have your, send me your home address too, I'm not going to trust me, I'm not going to send you anything that you wouldn't want. It's just a little nice bonus package thing that I want to do it here again, just like the drawing. It's from me to you, and thanking you for, sharing your time and understanding the power of precious metals and silver and gold. And it's just my way of thanking you as well. So if you include your home address on there too, I can send you a nice little welcome package from me personally. But just go ahead and send me your name and your phone number, or your name, phone number, best email address, and I will share a link with you. Go ahead and create your account. And as soon as you create your account, send me that link back, and then I will share that with the next person. Okay, so right away, in order to qualify for an associate, you need one person on your left and one person on your right. That qualifies you to earn up to $500 per week. And like I said, the income disclosure statement's inside here, and I also have it below. So there's no guarantee on that, but I will work with you as part of our team to do whatever I can to help you succeed. Okay. So that's, let's move on right here. So like, if you wanted to jump off this call right now, that's great. I appreciate your time, but I'm going to explain things just a little bit more here, and then we'll wrap this up. So with your, I do have a longer presentation, but I know it's Friday night, and I know everybody's probably been out shopping and everything. And but this is really a great opportunity as in a consideration for a Christmas gift. Okay. So with your membership, okay, it's not just like you pay something, you get nothing. With your 7K membership, you physically get something for it. You get this really nice American Silver Eagles book. It's actually autographed by Miles Standish. He's actually created some of the designs of the coins and everything. And so in this book actually shows you kind of like a breakdown of in the history of this American Silver Eagle and the different levels of grading over the course of the years, as far as how many were MS-70, how many were MS-69, things like that. You get the book, but then they actually, like, I went with the standard membership because when this was shared with me last year, it was December 11th. So it was exactly 2 years right before, 2 weeks before Christmas. And I was pretty much already set for Christmas. So I'm like, well, I'm on a little bit of a tight budget, but I really want to get into this. So I did the standard membership. So it was $199, and you pay the shipping and insurance, because they actually send you this book, and they sent me an MS-69 Silver Eagle, which is just a hair shy of being perfect, but it still has maintaining that high dollar value. So that was with the standard membership. There's the plus membership, which is $359. And then there's the premium membership, which is $499. The premium membership, you do get silver and gold. So you get two different things with it. You get the book, and as well as the technology credits. And then the plus membership is you get I believe that's with the plus membership. I think it's because I don't have it, so I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you get a colorized MS70 or a high graded coin with it or something. Okay, so that's something you get too. And like you see here, there's different points for the membership level. So you're like, well, how do I get 500 points? Okay, and I will do honestly, like here again, income disclosure because I don't want to get in trouble. With the membership, there's points. With your autosaver, there's points. Okay, so if you create your membership or have somebody sign up, you get 50 points for the standard, 150 or 100 for the basic or the plus, and 150 for the premium. So if you had somebody that signed up underneath you, like say if you create your link and then you share it with me, and the next person I share your link with, they create a membership. Those points will get attributed to you. So there's a way you control it in your back office, and I will go into that in depth more on another explanation or another video or a Zoom presentation. But there's also training in the back office for that as well. But I would be more than happy to jump on a Zoom call and share that with you. But there's ways for you to go from your left to the right and control which points or which people get put on which side or which points get put on which side. Okay, so there's a way to control that. So once you hit 500 on your left and 500 on your right, 7K issues you a payment of $500. Okay, so and right now what they've been doing since the end of last year is they wanted to help members start earning quicker. So instead of making them wait to the 500 and 500, say like one week you had 350 on your left and 250 on your right, they started at the 250 threshold of paying people at 250 a week if you hit that. So like in this case here, you had 350 points on your left, 250 on your right. At the end of each week, which is Saturday night at 11:59 Mountain Time, they cycle points. So in that case there, they would subtract out 250 from your left, 250 from your right. So that means you would have 100 points left on your left side and 0 on your right. So then you would start building for the next week. So they do this weekly, and this is something they pay out weekly. It's not where a lot of companies, they make you wait 30 days and all this stuff. 7K does it every week. Okay. And once they make your payment, there is a slight holding period. I believe it's 5 days. So like say they cycle the points on Saturday, on by Monday you should see the money in your Sound Money wallet, and then it basically from there you can either leave it in there to pay for your auto ship, or your auto savers, or you can transfer it directly to your bank account from there. So there's different options for you to have with that. So like say if you knew there was, or if there was like a special coin coming up, and they have things called coin drops where they have limited edition rare coins. So it's like you wanted to keep some money in your Sound Money wallet to use towards that or something, either your auto saver or a coin drop, you could leave the money in there, or else you could just have it transferred directly to your bank account. And the one thing, like with when they're saying the 250, or in this case here, the associate 500, they do not take taxes out of it. So keep that in mind when you're earning passively, or if you do decide to share the opportunity and earn passively, you will have to pay taxes on that when it comes tax time. And I believe here in the United States, it's once you hit past the threshold of $600 for the year, then they do submit the stuff to the income tax. But yeah, I would highly encourage you to check with your accountant or your tax professional on that. So that's where, how you get the points. And so like with the auto saver, there's points. So for the basic membership or the basic auto saver, there's 15 points. Let's go to here. There we go. So the basic is 15 points, variety is 20, and the specialty is 25. So in this case here, like with the basic, that's the American Silver Eagle, just like this. Like here, like I'm showing you. The variety is actually right now they have the Animal State series, which I believe is the colorized one. That's 139, but these numbers are without the shipping and insurance. So like I think for the basic, it's around 117 roughly a month right now with FedEx and insurance. And so these other here are probably going to be another, probably another $12 on top of it for the shipping and insurance. The specialty is actually a 0.5 gram gold PF70 gold coin. Okay, like in this case here, I did one of my auto savers this one time just so I could see what it is. So this here is a 0.5 gram 0.999 pure gold. In the face value of it's a $5 coin. Now it's smaller, okay, because like you can see here. Whoops, let's see if I can get this. It's doggone. These cameras, okay. So you can see the size. So this is Silver Eagle, and then the gold, it's got like a black inlay thing to hold it in spot. So it's a smaller coin, but in this case here, this is the Montana Morning Cloak. It's actually I believe it's a moth here. and it's actually a half gram of gold. Okay, so it comes with this little certification thing here on back that shows the mintage and everything on it. But like I said, there's the barcode and the serial number. In this case here, there's only 5,000 of these minted. So this is another might be another type of collection that you might want to put together, is all the 50 state animal coins or whatever. Okay, so this is here just something, just to show you what it is. Okay, so in this case here, it's $179 plus the shipping and handling. And there's 5 days throughout the month that you can choose to have your autosaver shipped. So there's the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 21st, and 26th. So that's how if you're wondering how you could get, X amount of points per week, that's how, because not everybody that you sign up that are joins in on our team, I should say, is going to have the same exact autosaver. So that's how it staggers through the month. So there's different, as your downline grows, and the people that, you refer somebody, and then that person refers somebody, and then that person refers somebody, all the points that those people make below you, they get, you get that, they call it spillover. You get those points credited to you too. So you're not, it's not like where you're basing the points that you earn on the points that you spend or save, I should say. This comes from the people below you. So by sharing the opportunity with other people, whether you have, if you're watching this and you want your husband or your wife to do this too, that is one of the stipulations, that there's a maximum of 2 per household. So like Jane, I see that you're on here again, and it's good to see you. If you have your husband join, okay, so you would create your membership. You contact me, I'd send you a link, you create your membership there, and then you in turn share that link with me. But your husband would have to join under you. Okay, so then the only other way to have more than 2 per household is if you are a business owner and you have a separate tax ID, like in case EIN number for a business. Then you would be able to have, like, I'm not sure if you have a business or not, Jane, but then, or your husband does. So that's the only way you could have more than 2 per household. Okay. So it's kind of nice because you can, you share it with the family members or whatever. But like, even if you, like, say, if you were, you're a grandma or grandpa or something, you're watching this presentation and you wanted for, say, you have 4 different grandkids. Well, you could create your, an account, and then have one of them sign up under, in this case, your account number. And then you could have the other grandkids sign up underneath the first grandkid that you have. And I like that. If you need a further explanation on that, I'm definitely here to help you out with it. I can jump on a private Zoom call with you. And I'm really excited to share all that information with everybody. But there's ways to do it if you're a grandparent and you want to share it with multiple grandkids or something like that. Or, even if you're husband or wife and you have multiple kids or something. But for the tax purposes, if you are going to earn, you do have to be of legal age. And I do want to say this: when you go ahead and create your membership, make sure your shipping address matches your driver's license, because that's part of 7K's checks and balances. Okay. And so, like, if you're in the United States, you want your driver's license or your state ID or something, because your very first shipment, your membership package, it does physically have to ship to you. So, and that's the way they make sure that you are who you say you are. And it's just the way they have to do it legally. And it's just to cover their own tails. And I can highly understand this. So just make sure your shipping address matches your state ID or whatever you're using, because in order to create your Sound Money wallet, you do have to send them a copy of your, scan a copy of the front and back of your driver's license. And it's really not, it's very simple to do. It may sound like this takes you a long time to set up your account. It doesn't. It just sounds like it because it's, okay. So just make sure your address matches that. And then, like I said, there's 2 per household unless you have a business. Okay. So that's one way to get 3. But then, like I said, if you have any questions, you can email me at ricketsilverandgoldsolutions.org, and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Okay. So that's kind of goes over the different types of membership packages. And like I was sharing with you, how do you become an associate or above? Anytime you share the opportunity with somebody and they sign up underneath you, you get the points attributed to that membership package. So it's the 50, 100, or 150 on the membership packages. And then when they have their autosaver set up, once that coin ships to them, those points get credited to you also, which, like I said, it's 15, 20, or 25. So that's how you start accruing points. Okay. So even if you're not doing this from a standpoint of wanting to earn passive, by default, if this is done correctly, you will by default earn passively. And it's like from, I wish the people that I signed up under paid attention to how this was supposed to be done, because I'm not going to go into that, but they didn't obviously understand the whole concept of 7K and paying it forward, because that's what I like to consider. It's a share thing. And at the same time, you're paying it forward to help others understand the precious power of precious metals, but also saving for their future and what it can do for them. Okay. So like you get the points from your autosaver, get the points when somebody joins up underneath you. Once they enroll in the autosaver and they have the monthly autosaver shipped out, those points get to you. So like here, when you have your monthly autosaver set up, you can, like I said, left or right, you have a binary, a left and right side. When you have your autosaver shipped to you, you get those points accredited to you as well. So it's not just going to the person above you. Those points go in your totals as well. So that's kind of really nice. Okay. It's not like where the points don't go to they go to somebody else. They go to you. Okay. So that's, you get it from yourself. You get it when somebody creates a membership. You get it when points when somebody's membership and they have their autosaver shipped to them. And then also, like I said, you have your own personal website. Once you create your membership and your affiliate ID, you can use that link and post it on your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever. And if somebody clicks on that and creates a membership or makes a purchase from like one of the jewelry items or something, or one of the gold coins or silver coins or whatever, or the bullion, anything attributed to that, you will get credit for that as well. Okay, so it's really nice. Okay, so I'm going to show you this here. This is how the pay it forward. Okay, so in order to qualify as an associate, this would be you. The very first referral you have one on your left and one on your right. Okay, and it doesn't matter which one you start. I'm just using this as an example. So one person on your left and one person on your right, and you're qualified as an associate. So once you hit either the 250 or the 500, that's when you start earning your payouts. But your next goal after that is to help those very first two people that you enrolled become associates. So you're an associate right now after these left and right. Then you want that first left and first right to become an associate. Okay. And then the very next two direct referrals that you have, those would qualify you as a copper, which is up to $1,000 per week. Okay. So in this case here, it's like I said, it's the pay it forward of the share plan. Okay. So your goal is, yeah, it would be great to get 1,000 people to, be on your left and right. But if they're not qualifying and ranking up, you can't qualify and ranking up. And that's kind of something really nice that 7K did, because they want everybody to be successful and to have an opportunity to earn while they're sharing this great opportunity. So in this case here, that's where they say, okay, well, we want to make it so as you're saving and sharing with other people, you can help them qualify as well. And then it's paying it forward. Okay. So in this case here, you want to make sure that they qualify as an associate. And then once you get your left and your right direct referrals, then you qualify as a copper. Okay. So this is technically really how it looks. Here's your first left, first right. They become an associate. So you're an associate from here above. Then they become an associate. Then your very next direct referral left and right is copper. And then you keep going down. Okay. So in this case here, after the copper, in order to be a bronze, which is $2,000 per week, you want to make sure that your first two referrals become coppers, you want to make sure that they become coppers just like you. So you would help them hopefully they're doing some work too. And where they would get one more left and right, and then you get two more direct referrals, and then you're at the bronze level. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so it's kind of, you definitely want to have your team working, and there's some people that are shy. Like, if you need any help or ideas or tips or pointers on what you can do to share the opportunity, these videos, like this presentation here, I did a lot of this myself, but the video from Zach, that's in the 7K back office. You can share that. They have a phone app. There's stuff on the phone app that you can email or share directly with people that are stored in your phone and so that's one way you can do it. But in this case here, because I'm doing this live on YouTube and live in the Zoom room, I don't have your phone number to just send you the stuff through the app. So there's different tools and stuff that they give to their members as well. Okay, so that's how you become a copper. So just to recap, here's the income disclosure again for probably it's about the 12th time I've mentioned it. So here's the levels in the ranks in the share plan. So you have an associate, you have two teams, one left and one right. You get the points from the autosaver. There's the basic, the variety and the specialty. And then there's the memberships. There's the standard plus, and the premium. Okay. So to qualify as an associate, you need one left, one right. That qualifies you up to $500 per week. Copper is two left, two right. And your first associates are associates, and that qualifies you up to $1,000 per week. Then the next level is bronze, and that's $2,000 per week. Silver is 5 direct referrals plus helping your you would have 2 bronzes below you, okay, and as part of qualifying to rank up, and that qualifies you for $3,500 a week. So $3,500 a week, that's $14,000 a month. That is a really kind of a life-changing amount of money. Okay, so it's something, and on top of that, if you hit silver within the first 90 days, as an added bonus, what 7K does is they actually will, if you hit silver within the first 90 days and maintain that rank for 45 days, where you hit it and then people don't, for whatever reason, cancel or do something, but you hold that for 45 days, they will give you a 100-ounce bar of silver as their token of appreciation for you sharing this great opportunity with other people. And it's really phenomenal, because that 100-ounce bar runs anywhere from, depending on what the market's doing, anywhere from like $2,800 up to $3,200 or whatever. So it's something like a 100-ounce silver bar is their way of thanking you for sharing the great opportunity with other people. And if you attend one of the events, what they'd like to do is have you come up on stage and present to you in front of everybody. And so they make a big deal out of it, because it is a big deal, because you're sharing this great opportunity with people and helping people save for their future and build a better lifestyle for their family. Okay. But then if you're located like in a different country and you're not able to get to an event or something, I'm sure there's a way that they work it out so they can get that silver bar to you. But after the silver, the ranks are gold, which is $7,000 per week. Executive gold is $10,000 per week, and presidential gold is $12,500 per week. So if you know a lot of people if you work in an office and you have quite a few people that might be interested in doing this, definitely share this with them. And the quicker that you rank up, like I said, if you hit that in silver in the first 90 days, you get the $3,500 per week as far as the compensation for the payout. But then on top of it, you also qualify for that 100-ounce silver bar. So this is really a great opportunity. And it's just, like I said, it's a great Christmas gift. If you could give a membership to anything, not to a gym. Most people, when you get a gym membership, they'll go once or twice and then it's gone. They don't even go anymore. There's some people that I shouldn't say, because there are a lot of people that do are tried and true and follow through every day and are working out and everything every day. But in this case here, this would be a heck of a gift, because you're giving a membership that's going to last a year. And even if you're thinking about earning passively from it, if you have a slow month or two or whatever where you're not able to have anybody sign up or get any points or something, the membership is still good for a year. So even if it took you like 6 months to get a couple of people underneath you or whatever, but that's where I said, if you email me direct and I can share a link with you from one of our team members, that I will in turn use your link and share that with other people as well. So there's a really great opportunity here where we can work together and help everybody be successful. And that's my goal, is to help as many people as possible not only learn about the value of precious metals, but also to save for their future, and then at the same time earn something a little bit extra on the side, because there's some people that actually are doing this professionally, and this is what they do for a living. And you can see the compensation plan is pretty nice. $12,500 a week, that's $600,000 a year. It's a lot of money. So just real quick to wrap up the income disclosure. At the time this details, the statistics and everything were put together, this goes from November of 2016 to October 30th of 2020. And at the time, out of all the members of 7K, 92% of the members were qualified as an associate. That means that they either had a left and a right, and either they received a payment or at least they were qualified to receive a payment. So 92% of the members were associate, 6% were coppers, 1% were bronze, less than 1% were silver. So there's it's easier for people to just get one left and one right. But after that, it's sometimes hard to put together a team. So that's where I want to work together with everybody, help as many people out as I can. So then silver was less than 1%. The gold and executive gold and presidential gold, those were less than 1% as well. There are people that do have those ranks, but it's less than 1%. Okay. So just to recap everything here, and then we'll close this up. There are different benefits to being additional benefits of being a member of 7K. So it's not just yeah, it's great to save in the form of silver and gold. And I highly encourage everybody to do it, whether you do it through 7K or you do it through some other company. At least consider that. Have it something that. What's nice with 7K is they have the auto saver, so you don't have to worry about, oh, do I have the money to do it this month, or am I going to remember to do it this month? This way here, you can set it up to have it like use your bank debit, or if you want to put money into the Sound Money wallet, you can do that. Or if you want to use your credit card and then just pay off your credit card when you get it, there's different ways to do it. Okay, so you pick your date, and then every month when that date hits, boom, they send you an invoice or a copy of this invoice and say, we went ahead and debited your credit card or your bank account or your debit card, or charge your credit card, or here's your receipt for your auto saver. And then 2 days later, you get in FedEx. Usually the next day you'll get an email confirmation with the tracking number. And then usually, since I'm here in the United States in Illinois and they're located in Utah, so for me, it's been 2 days from the day of my auto saver to when I receive it that you get the FedEx package. And let me tell you, when you get that, I will say this, one of the most exciting things is, even though you know what's coming in the FedEx, when you have that package in your hand and you rip that bad boy open, and you get the sound of the cardboard, rip it open, and you open that up, and it comes in like a bubble padded thing like this. And when you're opening up and you actually see the coin, and you're seeing your savings in your hand, and it's just something mentally, it does something for you mentally, where it's like, this is my savings right here in my hand. And whereas you have a bank account and it's getting that 0.01, not even in most cases less than 1% interest, that's really nothing. And what I wanted to point out with that too is real quick is, your bank, if you go into a bank and say, how do I save in silver and gold? They're going to look at you like, what? And they're like, see your tax advisor. They're not going to tell you they're not going to say, hey, Jane, instead of putting your $500 in your savings account, which is going to get you absolutely nothing pretty much on a return for interest, you have it in there all year and you'll get like maybe less than $1 over the entire year. They're not going to say, go ahead and save in the form of silver and gold. They don't tell you that. They don't want you to know, because if you're not putting your money in the bank, they can't use your money to loan it to people. They're making money. They're making money off of your money. And in fact, banks are even invested in silver and gold with your money, but they're not telling you that. So that's one thing the banks won't tell you. And your financial advisor, I've never had a financial advisor say, hey, Rick, you should be putting 10% of what you save into gold and silver. They've never said that, because if you're not, and they wouldn't recommend you do something like with 7K, because if they're not handling it for you, they can't charge you. So the banks are not letting you know about it, because if you're not putting your money in the bank, it's not doing them any good. Your financial advisor is not going to tell you to go to 7K and save, create your auto saver and save in the form of silver and gold, because he's not handling it for you. So he can't charge you for it. So there's different things. It's a shame, because my point here was to share with everybody what your options are. Okay. And this is a great opportunity. If you take advantage of it, great. If you don't, it's great too. At least you have the information. And if you know somebody that might be interested in this, go ahead and share the presentation with them. Or if you want to have them give me a call or email me or whatever, you can at that email address as well. Okay. So to wrap everything up, to not only get the benefits of 7K, you get access to the Sound Money wallet, okay, and you get access to the auto saver, so you can have set it for one shipment a month, or if you wanted multiples, you could do that too. But you have the auto saver, so you can save in the form of silver or gold each month. You have the 7K healthcare program. They have a lot of benefits, and one of them is they offer their members healthcare. So I'm not sure exactly when their enrollment period is, but like every company, they do have an enrollment period, and they do offer supplemental insurance. I do know that. So they do offer insurance. They have the dealer direct pricing. So like Zach was saying in the video, where the Mint makes it, they sell it to a dealer, then 7K comes along and buys it directly from the dealer. And so that's why they can pass on those savings to you. It's not going through two or other changes of hands, which each time it changes hand, it gets marked up in value. So in this case here, you get dealer direct pricing. You have 7K limited edition rare coins. Like I said, they have the state series stuff. They do have coin drops where they have, sometimes they had a coin drop today on Black Friday, or the one yesterday or Wednesday was the Milky Way. It was like a 3-ounce silver coin, and it was a low mintage of 333. I've even seen them have on a coin drop of a mintage of less than 100. So if you're into coin collecting, you know, the lower the amount there is minted, the higher the value. So they do have some really rare coins. There's also 1099 tax advantages because if you're earning passively, sharing the opportunity, there are different advantages you can have. And I encourage you to check with your tax professional or your accountant with that and see what things you can use for tax deductions. They offer a gold-backed IRA, which is very nice. I haven't looked into that yet, but I'm interested in that. There's a 7K Advantage, which that's part of the membership, whether you use it or not. It's something that's it's an app. You can download it to your phone, or you can even use it to look it up online. That's usually how I use it. Where if you're whatever city you live in, or if you're going on vacation or visiting a town, you put in that city or zip code, or you pull up restaurants, hotels, stores, even I think there's some online stores and stuff on there where you get additional discounts on top of it. So some people pay a lot of times there are different membership things where people pay for that and extra just to save. In this case here, it's part of your membership. Okay, you don't have to pay anything extra for it. You have the residual income for life. So usually people that you sign up in this, they start saving. And once you actually get it in your hand, I tell you, there's something to it. I can't explain it, details and words. There's something when you physically have it in your hand, it does something to you mentally and your overall thought process about silver, gold, and money. But anyway, so the people usually, once they create their membership and they're getting this on an autosaver, and you look over the course of a year and you got 12 U.S. Silver State Eagle Series or whatever, or you have 12 of the gold or whatever, it does something. When you physically have that, those people usually will renew their membership. Okay. There's no guarantee on that, but that is something usually most people stick with. And then there's also, you get the benefits from sales from your e-commerce store. So like I said, your affiliate ID is going to be your own personal 7K website. And it looks just like 7Ks, but anybody buys something from it, or they create a membership or do any type of transaction on there, you do get credit for that as well. So I wanted to thank everybody again for taking the time to watch this presentation. I wish everybody a happy rest of your Black Friday. I hope everybody has a great day, a great evening. And I'm actually going to be back on tomorrow morning to see if anybody jumps on. I might do another presentation tomorrow morning at 9. I do have one scheduled, but these take a lot out of me, I'll be honest with you, because it's talking a lot. But anyways, so in order to start again today, I'll go ahead and if you want to work together as a team where you're part of our team, it'd be great to have you on the team. Go ahead and send me an email with your preferred email address, your phone number, and I will send it to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. I will in turn share a link with you. And like I said, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not even my own link. I will share that with you. You go ahead and create your membership as soon as, and I'll send you my phone number too, so you can have a way to text me or contact me if you need. I prefer that if you have to talk to me on the phone, that you text me first or email me, because the time zones in that here, I'm in the central United States. So if you're not in Illinois or like one of the states around here, I just want to make sure that we're on the same time zone or something, or, the best time to talk. But like if you're sharing a presentation or whatever, and you need answers, or just text me and I will answer as quickly as I can. So once I get your email and phone, I will send you a link with somebody, just a link for you to sign up for with my phone number. Go as soon as you create your membership, send me your user ID and I will in turn share that with the next person and we'll get this thing rolling for you. Okay. I'm really excited and grateful for your time. I appreciate it. Like I said, send me an email regardless to qualify for the drawing. And I look forward to working with everybody. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And thank you again for taking your precious time to spend this evening with me. I wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season ahead if I don't get a chance to talk to you in person. And thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Like I said, this is a great Christmas gift idea. So kind of keep that in mind too. Okay. Hope everybody has a great rest of your night. And we'll talk again soon. Take care. Bye.